Hey guys, welcome to the Vanity Mirror. Today's episode, I'm not wearing any makeup because in today's episode, I'm unboxing my Boxycharm. And that means I'm going to be doing a try-on at the end of the video, but I'm going to start by opening up everything. Yeah, so let's go. Alright, so this month's theme is Galaxy Glow. Is it just me, or are these colors exactly on an Ipsy bag ones that are in the background? I mean, this almost looks like the Ipsy bag. Hang on. Aha! Look at that. I mean, it's pretty similar. Now that we're past that, it also comes with a 20% off your next purchase on coverfx.com, so that's really cool. That's something that's really great about Boxycharm, is you a lot of the times will get coupons for things. And here's our little information about all of the products in the box. The first thing that catches my eye are these brushes right here, this little brush set. This brush set is from Crown Pro Brushes. It's the trio brush set. Having trouble talking today. And it is worth $29.99. So it says there is a under the eye highlighting brush, a contour brush, and a powder brush. Let's start with the littlest one, which they're saying can be used to highlight under the eyes. Oh, and conceal imperfections. So here's what it looks like. It's a flat paddle brush. I really like the quality of these, and it has these little finger notches to hold. So that's really cool. So yeah, you could use this to blur concealer out under the eye, I suppose, but honestly, I might even use this as a packing brush. It might be a little too loose for that. I don't know, but it's very, very soft. The next biggest one is this guy right here. And this says that this brush can be used to sculpt the cheekbones and the perimeters of the face. Actually, yes, this seems like it would be a really good size for that, especially for my face, because I have a pretty small face. And then the last brush says it is to be used to set everything in place. I actually don't think I would use this for that, because it's too pointy. It comes to a point here. I might use this for either blush or even like packing on powder or brushing away powder from under the eyes. I could use this for a lot of things. I don't know if I would use this to set my face though. So next thing in the box is this guy right here. This is from Pure Cosmetics, and it is the Exfo Lips Plumping Lip Exfoliator. This retails for $17. It exfoliates your lips, plumps, hydrates, and soothes. Apparently the raw sugar and exfoliating beads are used to buff away dead surface cells, moisturizes lips for a softer, smoother, more plump lip. So I guess it's not actually plumping from what I'm hearing. When I read this, it sounds more like it moisturizes your lips, which can make them more healthy and not so shrivelly and dead like a salted slug. That was really dark. So I'll be trying that actually probably before I do any of my makeup today. Next is this right here. This is from the brand Vintage. It's a smoky eye pencil in the shade Jet Black. Let's see how it swatches. It swatched really easily. It's not the creamiest pencil I've ever felt, but it swatches pretty easily. It does smoke out really well. That's really cool, actually. Look at that. From Vintage Cosmetics, it retails for $21. So these are the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. That's what it's called, Shimmer Veil. And this retails for $28. And it says that it's for your eyes or anywhere else on the face. So I wonder if you could also use it as lip topper. Yes. So my husband just brought me some tea because I had a rough day. And he got me this for Valentine's Day. It is a rose gold teapot where you can steep your tea inside of it, and it is so cute. I am so in love with that. I think it's adorable. I want to put it behind me in my background. I want to hang it from my wall. So the Cover FX Shimmer Veil, it says you can use it anywhere on your face. So I'm guessing you can use it on your lids as like a pretty like lid color. It also has a doe foot applicator that looks like you could probably use it on your lips if you wanted. Maybe I'll try that today just out of curiosity. It's a very moussey feeling. The texture is kind of got a moussey consistency to it, and it is really, really pretty. Look at that. So it has like little tiny flecks of glitter throughout, and if you kind of smear it out a little bit, let's see. I swear it got even prettier. Look at that. Okay, I think I'm gonna like this. I don't know if I'm gonna like it on the lips. but we're gonna try it for the sake of the video. I feel like I've been talking about that thing for an hour, and that, did I tell you, that retails for $28. Next thing in the box is this right here. This is from Ofra. It is a blush. It is the Blush Winter Rose Glow, and it is a one you can pop into a palette, or like a magnetic palette of some sort. So a little bit about this guy here. This retails for $12. It says strong pigment with long-lasting effect. So this looks gorgeous. It's kind of got like a dark peach look in the pan. Let's see what it looks like swatched. It's relatively creamy. It feels like a blush. It definitely has a shimmer to it, so it's a glowy blush. It's right here. That's beautiful. That is a peach through and through, and I love the look at it. The look of it, not the look at it, but I do love to look at it. Anyways, I will use that tonight. I love it because it's like the only like true peach blush that I actually own now. So, and I love the size of it. That's a really decent size to get in Boxycharm for this. It doesn't say if it says it's a refill size, so it's probably not the full size that you would typically get, is my guess. Okay, and the very last thing in this month's box is this guy. It is an Ofra Pop-Up Palette Mini. So you pop this up right here, and this is magnetic right in here. So you can pop magnetic shadows or magnetic blushes. Look at that. Now it's just chilling in there, and you close it up and you have got your little blush in there. The pop-up palette retails for $19. Okay, you guys, that is everything I got in my Boxycharm this month. Why don't we start by trying out this lip exfoliator? I'll go rinse it, and then I'm going to put on my base. Ooh, it's actually a little scratchy, a little rough. It's kind of minty, so it feels a little cooling on my lips. And actually, as I let it sit on there, I think it actually might have some lip plumping properties to it, because I feel that like tingly sensation when you use a lip plumper. I'm gonna go rinse this off. I'm gonna go put my base on, and I will be right back to start using all of these products that I got in this month's box. Okay, my base is on, so now I'm going to set the under eyes, and just like it suggests on here, I'm going to use this brush to set my under eyes. Technically it says to either blend concealer to perfection. I don't think I'm going to use this for that. That would be difficult. It's really soft, but it's just like, I just don't think this would work for me for blending out concealer. So I'm either going to use it as like a packing brush for the lids, or I'll use it right now to set my under eyes, but my concealer is already blended out. So I'm going to go ahead and put this under my eyes. And it says you could also use it to highlight the under eye, which totally you could. Definitely is good for getting the powder nice and in those creases that you're trying to set so it doesn't crease. If that made any sense whatsoever. I think I'll use it a little bit on the more precise areas where I need to set. It suggested using this little medium-sized guy to contour out your cheeks and around the face. So I am going to go into the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on this brush. I'm going to swirl that around in there. That might have been too much. I actually love the size of this for my face. This is really nice. And it blended it out relatively well, but it really is good for those really sharp contours. See, it fits right there perfectly, so I do like that. So I think I'm going to try this brush, which said it was a powder brush. I think I'm actually going to try this with blush. But before I go into blush, I didn't put any powder on this area because I wanted to try out the Cover FX thing. The Cover FX Shimmer Veil as a blush, or not a blush, as a highlight. I just was curious. When I showed my husband what's on my hand, he thought it was a highlight. It's very pink, so I don't know if this would be good as a highlight, but I figured it said to use it all over the face, so I'm gonna give it a try. The cheekbone, and blend that in with a finger. I don't know if I'm a fan. The problem with this is it dries super, super fast, so it's more likely to look like a stripe. That probably looks like a stripe on my face. Great. As I was saying, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it as a highlight. It just dries way too quick to blend it out nicely. That's an issue. So I'm gonna go into that blush from Ofra, Winter Rose Glow, and I'm gonna use this brush that we got from Crown, the one that says is a powder and all. The one that said it was an all over powder brush, and I'm gonna take a little bit of the blush on that, tap off the excess, and I'm gonna try that as a blush. Oh my. Okay, so that's extremely pigmented. Just warning you. I'm using a different brush that I'm just used to using to blend out my blush. This isn't gonna be a good makeup day. I look like a clown. Don't use too much. Let's see if I learned on the other side. That side looks way better than that side. I used barely any on this side, and this side I used way, way too much, but now I feel like I need to even it out. You guys, please keep watching. That did not go as planned. Okay, so now we're going into the eyes. I used concealer as a primer, and then I just set it down, and I want to take, not this palette, taking another palette that we got in Boxycharm at one point. This is that Soleil Diaries from Pure Cosmetics. Go ahead and put something in the crease to start. I'm going to take the shade Gala, which is this shade right here. I have to put something else over top of this. So now I have a crease color in. I'm going to just try this all over the eyes. I'm doing something really simple today, by the way. She's not even thinking about it too much. I'm going to put this all over the eyelid, and I'm going to try to blend it in time before it gets too dry. I'm actually going to use just a little bit on the eyelid, and I'm going to pat that out. That is super, super pretty. I definitely recommend doing what I just did, which was putting a little bit. You blend it out with a finger, because it does dry really fast, so you want to work quickly. It actually blends out so well if you work quick enough that I almost don't feel like I need to blend in my crease, which is a good sign. I like how it looks, but I'm gonna try adding just a little bit more and just see what I can get out of it if I layer it. Like, let's see if it gets clumpy. We're here to play a little bit today. So let's see if it gets clumpy, or does it continue to just blend out really well. Okay, so I added a second coat to both eyes. It really didn't clump up, but one thing I will say about it is I can see skin poking through even after 2 coats of this on my eyes. So you might want to wear some kind of a base underneath it. I think that would be a really good way to use this. It layered really well though. It didn't get chunky. It dries so fast, and it looks pretty well blended, but like I said, just some skin peeking through. I am going to, I guess, use this pencil. And I'm just gonna tight line with it just to see how well it goes on the eye. Okay, I think it went on really, really easily under the like right in the tight line area, which is nice. It was really simple and creamy, so this is a pretty good pencil for that. I can't speak to its wear time or anything like that, but I think it looks really nice on the eyes, and it was really easy to apply to the eyes. So I like my eyes right now, actually. I like them a lot. My face though, oh, I look crazy today. I feel like I've never done this bad with a Boxycharm try on. I'm gonna put on some mascara and do my brows, and we'll be right back to play with the lips a little bit. Okay, my lashes, well, my mascara is on. I didn't wear lashes. But my mascara and my eyebrows are done, so I am going to do my lips now. I just had to play with this on the lips. That's like the first thing I want to do. And if it looks terrible, that's okay, because I'm not going anywhere, but we're gonna try it anyway. Before I do though, I have to show you guys this because this is adorable. I got this from my husband for Valentine's Day, and it is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Coca-Cola Cherry Lip Smackers. And it's not in the regular Lip Smackers tube. Look at this. Moving on, we are going to try this Cover FX Shimmer Veil on our lips, just because it says you can use it all over your face. So I thought, why don't we try it on the lips? I don't even know where to start with how incredibly xenon I look right now. That's what this look reminds me of. Like I should be up on stage with Protozoa. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It was a total fail today, you guys. Okay, that's not fair. Not a total fail. Let's do a rundown really quick of what I thought of all of the products. We might as well just keep my face the way it is, because it is what it is. And you know, let's start with the brush set. I actually was not a fan of this brush here as a face brush. I probably will not use it for that. I might use it as a shader brush. I could even use it as like a detailed crease brush. This I liked. I thought that it did a decent job of blending. I did have to go in for a while to blend it out, but it was pretty decent. It's very soft, but really tiny, which won't fit everyone's face. This brush I used for blush today, and my blush looks absolutely horrifying. I don't blame the blush and I don't blame the brush. I blame me putting too much of the product onto the brush, but I do think it's a good shape for doing blush. So it's not a bad brush. I actually like it. Again, super, super soft, which I like. The next thing I'm going to talk about, the lip exfoliator. So this was pretty nice. My lips felt relatively soft after. It's pretty rough, but it has a kind of minty, tingly sensation that I think actually might have been working on plumping a little bit, but nothing major. It did not burn. It just had a cooling sensation. And I like that it's in a nice little convenient stick instead of some kind of like messy cream you have to like put all over your lips. So let's go ahead and talk about this guy right here. This is the Cover FX Shimmer Veil. I used it as a highlighter and I've got it eventually blurred out okay, but I wouldn't recommend it as a highlighter. It dries way too fast for that. It's really hard to get it blended out well if you're using it as a highlighter. On the eyes, I liked it, but I did 2 layers, and 2 things about that. One, it layered very, very well. It didn't get chunky and it didn't like clump up, and it went over top of itself very, very well. So I was impressed with that, but I can still see, even with 2 layers, some skin peeking through. So I would recommend putting something underneath this, some kind of cream shadow base that won't take away from how gorgeous this color is. And on the lips, not a fan. It's completely transfer proof, but I can see all the little lines in my lips, and it's just not my thing. If this is something you like, then that's whoa. I still wouldn't recommend it for the lips. Surprisingly comfortable on the lips, like I barely feel it. It's transfer proof, but when I go like this, I feel like you can see every line in my lips. I feel like this just makes me look old. Lastly, the blush that is now inside this palette that came with the box, which the palette, that's great, that's wonderful. You can put magnets in it. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I like the color, but I put it on way too intensely, especially over here. On this side, it's a little better, but I feel like the highlight kind of ruined it, so I feel like it's hard to give it a fair shot right now, but I'm sure I'm gonna like it. Just go in with a very light hand. Don't do what she did over here. Just overall, this box was worth $129, which is pretty standard for Boxycharm, and I think is amazing because you spend $21 on the box. You know, even though this box wasn't a huge hit for me, I just realized I forgot to tell you what I thought of this guy. That's the eyeliner. I thought it went on really easily, and so far it's staying. I just don't have a chance to really tell you about the staying power because I've had it on for like 15 minutes. I did like how easily it glided on in the tight line. I barely like had to dig in there. I would say my favorite thing in the box was probably the brushes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was not blown away by this box. However, look at my face right now. So that might be my fault. I swear my makeup looks do not usually turn out this way from my Boxycharm. Unless you really like this whole combo here, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you like it, you do you. Thank you guys so much for sitting through this torturous episode of the Vanity Mirror where I opened up February 2018's Boxycharm and did this to my face. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching the Vanity Mirror. Please subscribe by hitting the tempting red button down below my video, and I will see you later. 20% off your next purchase. This is the Exfo Lips Plumping Lip. That was my tea. And it is the Blush Winter Rose Glow. Hey, brother. You know what else this reminds me of? Oh my gosh. Is it Alex from Wish Upon a Star? It's an old Disney Channel movie with Katherine Heigl.